This morning, in association with our print partner USA Today, we continue our network-wide effort. CBS reports Children of the Recession. Here with today's report, CBS News correspondent Seth Doane. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Maggie. It's hard to quantify the psychological impact of an economic slowdown on young people, but we found that one thing is certain. There is an impact, and it can be a positive one. It just depends on how the family deals with the recession.
A is 0, B is 2.
At Montclair High School in Southern California, Kristen Beltran struggled to see the board, and her slipping grades became an unexpected casualty of the recession.
Hi, I'm Kristen Beltran, and what the recession means to me is not being able to afford the things that I really need.
Like the glasses her school finally helped her get. That stopped the strain at school, but not the stress at home.
Do you think tension is growing in the family?
Oh yes, big time.
Kristen's dad, a welder, has a quarter of the work he had this time last year. And they're 3 months behind on their mortgage.
I can see it in their eyes where it's just like they're just ready to burst down and just be like, you know, we're not doing good. And
You think things are worse than your parents are letting on?
yeah.
Her mom says that's because they're trying to protect her.
Do you worry as a parent that in the long run, this instability hurts?
I know it hurts. As a kid, you know, you have your priorities, you have your worries, but to have your parents' worries and burdens added on your shoulders, I can see that affecting them.
And while the worries are obvious, Maggie, how to deal with them is not.
So true. Seth Doane, thank you. But let's get a little help with that right now. Jennifer Hartstein is here. She is a child psychologist, and she's going to give us some advice. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning.
So how do we get our kids to open up about this?
I think we have to ask them. You know, the fact is that the more open and honest you are with your kids, the more open and honest they're going to be with you. And they are worried. They're hearing about it. They're seeing it impact their friends, their classmates, people in their lives. So they really know something's up. So we have to ask. They may not be willing to tell you off the bat.
I imagine it would be a very delicate conversation. What are some key things that we should keep in mind?
Well, I think first of all, parents need to be open and honest about what's going on. If it's impacting your own household, you need to be open with your kids about that. Simultaneous to that, you need to be receptive to questions from them and reassure them that everything's going to be okay. So the fact is they may have lots of questions, but not right off the bat, so you want to leave it open-ended. Come to me if you have any worries, come to me if you have any questions, and they will, because they might need to process it through themselves. We also want to make it an opportunity to teach them how to appreciate what they have, how to save, how to give back to other people who may be less fortunate. And if you can, keep your routines kind of the same. So
they need
the more
stability
you can provide, the better it will be. So you may have to go out to dinner one night less during the week so that your kid can actually go to baseball practice. But it's really important that they try and see that things are going to be as even keel as possible.
How much information do you want to disclose? Because I imagine you don't want to make them feel too stressed out, too overwhelmed by what you're telling them.
It's such a delicate balance. It's a really fine line between too much information and not enough information. So I think the more you provide in an honest way and just to let them know the bare bones, and you have to tailor it to the age of your kid. A 4-year-old's not going to be able to take the same information as a 14-year-old.
Exactly.
So you really want to be able to just be honest, direct, to the point. Don't sugarcoat it, don't hide it, but let them know what's going on.
Don't make them feel responsible, I guess, in any way, shape, or form.
And kids could take that on as their own. Well, maybe I shouldn't have that event, or maybe I shouldn't do that thing. And you need to reassure them that they are okay. Your job as their parent is to make sure they are okay, and you'll do the best you can by them.
And this is a real opportunity to lead by example. I would think this is how I'm handling change. Change will eventually come in your life. This is how you can handle it.
Absolutely. It's an opportunity to role model. How do you handle stress? How do you handle frustration? People are going to be fearful, and when people are fearful, their terror and their anxiety is at a high, and they may not act the right way. So it's a way to teach how to modulate that for your kids. It's great timing.
Jennifer Hartstein, thank you.
Thank you.
Always good to have you here.
Too. Thanks.
We invite all of you to follow our coverage on this tonight on the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric, a report on the recession and the rising rates of child abuse as a result of it. And for more information, please go to our website, earlyshow.cbsnews.com. We have it all posted, and we are blogging. I have a video blog in Spanish every day.